repairman to come fix the refrigerator.
Uh-huh.
And he came, instead of coming in a truck, he came in a Cadillac.
So we're talking like 1930 or...
And he had all this...
1940 about?
And he had all this equipment for repairing things in the back seat of this Cadillac. So he was a crazy guy. His name was Saul Bernstein.
Saul Bernstein.
And he fell in love with my mother. And so he used to come over all the time. And he had 2 kids. One was Teddy and one was Sammy, and they used to come with him sometimes on his jobs. You know, he came on his jobs in his Cadillac with a little kid in the front seat, and then all his equipment stuff in the back seat of his Cadillac. You know, you would expect a truck, a repairman with a truck.
Now, was he renting out this room, or did he just call on your mother?
No, he was a repairman.
Oh, okay. So he just tended to come to the house.
Called for a repairman when the refrigerator went bad. And so he came, you know, you expected a repairman in a truck. He came in a Cadillac, and he had all his equipment in the back seat of his Cadillac. And he came in and he fell in love with my mother. So he used to come all the time, and he had 2 kids, Teddy and Sammy, and they would come with him sometimes. So we all were a big, happy family. Saul Bernstein now is his name, Saul Bernstein.
Okay, just back up a little because I want to get this all...
What?
Just back up a little on your story about how your mom was good looking.
Yeah, she was.
Okay, and about how... she...
Men always fell in love with her.
And...
You know, like the insurance man, you know, came to sell her insurance, and he fell in love with her. And the guy who rented a room upstairs, he fell in love with her. His name was Steve. And Jack was the name of the insurance man. And so they all fell in love with her, and so we all got to know them. You know, they'd come and visit her.
Do you think they ever did the deed?
I don't know when they ever could have, but who knows? I don't know. My mother was too prudish, probably. I don't know. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But she was...
Now, was this...
She was very pretty. My mother was very pretty.
Now, you say your mother divorced your father and then... Twice. And so that means she had to marry him twice.
She married him, and she had all these men courting her that we liked. We liked this as Steve, and we liked Jack, and then she remarried my father, and she said, for the children. We didn't care. We liked these other guys.
Wow.
But she thought she was doing it for the children, but she was wrong. We didn't care about our father. We liked the guys she was dating.
And so how long did she stay married to him the second time?
To my father?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, because you don't remember the moment of divorce.
No, I don't.
Did she tell you?
I don't know whether she got divorced again. I don't know. I don't know if she got divorced. I remember joking about being at my mother's wedding because that was a big joke, you know, because you couldn't have a child before getting married. So I used to joke about being at my mother's wedding, and she wouldn't because she was marrying him for the second time. So I used to joke. So I was what, I don't know, 5 years old, something like that. 3, 4, 5, I don't know.
Okay, so that was.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
That's okay. So I'm just throwing in notes like if you were born in 1935, so that would have been late 30s, maybe about 1940. I'm just trying to visualize this Cadillac by what time it would have been.
Oh, that was the Cadillac with the fins.
Oh, so that might have been that might have been
50s.
Yeah.
When the Cadillac came out with those big fins, used to joke about the fins on the Cadillac.
Oh, yeah. So, all right. So that must have been after the second divorce then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the separation. Or when exactly did your father die?
Oh, that was a long time after everything.
Oh, okay. So after you left home was when your father died.
Oh, yeah, long, yeah.
Oh, okay. So your father was still alive at the time. So they must have been divorced or separated or something when Saul Bernstein was dating your mom.
He bought a house across the street from my mother's. So he used to say he bought a house for her. But all he did was pay down, the mortgage. And she paid every month, She had to pay down, like a 30-year mortgage, you pay every month for 30 years. She paid that. He didn't pay that.
He, your father, you mean?
He used to say he bought that house, but he didn't. He paid whatever you pay down, and then you get a 30-year mortgage.
So he just made the down payment while mom had to make the monthly payments for the next 30 years.
Yeah, in this development. I mean, see, they used to, businessmen, developers, they were called developers. They would buy a tract of land, and then they would put a path or a road or something and build houses. That would be a development.
A pre-planned neighborhood.
And all the houses, were built sort of the same. Because I remember they had the locks inside the houses, like the door to the bedroom, the lock on the door to the bedroom or something like that. You could go across the street and borrow a key and open your bedroom.
Oh, the locks were universal. The keys were universal.
Yeah. Because they built all those houses the same way. It's cheaper that way. They didn't have to change locks. They didn't have to put different locks on different houses. They all had the same locks, so you could go across the street and borrow the key to the bedroom door in the house across the street and open your bedroom door.
So, so it's a good thing that you have to trust your neighbors.
When my mother wouldn't let me leave home, when she went away. She went on a trip to California and she locked my bedroom door so that I couldn't get in to get my clothes and stuff, because that's when I wanted to move out, and that's when I was moved. That's when I did move out.
So then where would you sleep? In the living room?
No. I didn't sleep at home. That's when I was moving out. I wanted to move out.
Oh, you were staying somewhere else.
She wouldn't let me move out because I was underage. She could get the police to bring me back home.
You were like 16 years old then, I think, right?
Yeah. So why am I telling you this?
Well, I
don't know. I'm telling you something about keys and doors and...
Right. Your mom locked your bedroom door so you couldn't take your clothes and leave for good.
So I went across the street and got a key to the door across the street to the house, to the bedroom door in the house across the street. So that key opened my bedroom door. So that's how I got in and got my clothes and stuff and moved to New York while she was away.
Oh, wow. I never knew that detail.
Huh?
I never knew that detail that she had gone on a trip to California and that's when you ran away. I didn't know that detail.
Yeah, and she locked my bedroom door thinking that I couldn't get in to get my clothes. And of course I did, and that's when I came to New York. So I left while she was away. So when she came back, I was gone. I was long gone.
And how long did you wait before getting in touch with her again?
About 5 years.
Wow. So she had no idea where you were for 5 years?
That's right.
Wow.
Because if she knew where I was, she'd get the police to bring me home.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How do you think she felt about it?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, she was probably worried sick about you or you know.
She was just mad because I did what she didn't want me to do. She didn't want me to leave home, and she wanted me to pay her rent.
Were you making money? Did you have a job?
I was working. Of course I was working. I was always working.
Oh, what were you working
I've
as?
been working since I was 13 years old.
Oh, wow. As what? Doing what?
When I was 13, I passed for 16. And so, so I got a certificate or whatever it is you get when you're 16. I got one and filled it out. I got a fake one and put it in, to say I was 16. And I was 13. And I got a job. $1 a day. I was paid $1 a day. Teaching dancing. It was a dance school.
Oh, wow. So you must have been studying dance before then.
No, it was an ad in the paper, and I answered the ad saying I was 16 and I was 13. And the ad was for a dancing teacher. And the owner of the dance school wanted a dancing teacher, but he would teach you his dance. He would teach you how to teach dancing, ballroom dancing.
Ballroom, all right.
So he wanted somebody that he could teach his style of ballroom dancing, and then that person would be the teacher for whoever came to his school. It was School of Dancing.
Huh.
So he taught me. He thought I was 16 and I was 13. So, ballroom dancing. So I taught ballroom dancing at the age of 13.
Huh.
They thought I was 16.
And so you did that for 3 years before you ran away, or?
I don't know. I don't remember how long.
Okay.
And then I had a job. I got a job with my orthodontist. He needed an assistant, so he hired me. So I said, that I would do it. So he hired me. So that's when I left. I wasn't. So I took that job with him as a dental assistant.
Uh-huh.
I became a dental assistant. I had a white uniform and white shoes and white stockings and stuff. And that's when my friend Joan, Joan.
Yeah, you were like the three girls, Jeannie, Joni, and Jenny.
Yeah.
Janie, Joni, and Jenny.
Jenny. Well, we met Jenny after we moved here.
Okay.
But she wanted me to go on a trip, to New York, because she had relatives up here in New Jersey that helped her, and she wanted me to go with her. So I asked for a week off, from my job with this orthodontist.
Uh-huh.
And he said, you haven't worked long enough to get a vacation. So if you leave, you won't have a job when you come back. And I said, okay, so I won't come back. If I have to get a new job, I'll get a job in New York. I won't come back.
Well, there it is then.
And that's when I stayed in New York instead of going back home.
Well, there it is. Wow. And for 5 years, you did your thing and never called your mom.
Oh, no, because I was still 16 years old there.
And then 17, and then 18, and then 19, and then 20, and then 21.
Well, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Huh.
I went to Paris in 59, 58.
58.
58, I think, yeah. So I went to Paris. So I came 53. I came to New York in 53. That's when I came to New York. 53.
Mm-hmm.
That's after I graduated high school.
Right. That was before rock and roll. That was before rock and roll.
Yeah, that was rhythm and blues.
You had rhythm and blues on one side, you had country music on the other, but you were a rhythm and blues girl.
Roll came with, what's his name?
Bill Haley and Elvis Presley and all those guys.
Elvis Presley.
Right, in 1954.
He came. Yeah, and I didn't like him at first. because I liked R&B. I liked rhythm and blues. And Elvis Presley was the Beethoven of rock and roll. He's the one that started it. Yeah, and I didn't like it because I was still an R&B guy. Yeah, rhythm and blues was my thing. So I didn't like a rock and roll. What is this? What is this?
So you had that friendship with that disc jockey back when you were living at home.
Yeah. He gave me all his records.
Yeah, how'd that start out? How did you start being a friend with that disc jockey?
Oh, I just called up.
Uh-huh.
You can call a radio station.
How did you find the radio station?
How did I find it?
Yeah, just randomly tuning or what?
Well, there's only, 1 or 2 radio stations.
In the early 1950s in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I used to call up the disc jockey because I liked to talk to him, and I had a deep voice. I sounded older than 16. I sounded older because I had a deep voice. I had a very nice, deep, good voice. I had a good voice because he wanted me to do a commercial because I had a good voice.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ironic that you later became a fashion model, a photography model.
I don't see the irony there, but...
No, the irony that he wanted you to do a voice commercial and you wound up getting
the
work as
I wanted to be a fashion model. That's what I wanted to be. That's what I came to New York for.
And that worked out for you.
That did. 'Cause I worked hard at it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard. You go on go-sees. You got people that look at you and think you're great, and people that look at you and cross-eyed and say, "What the hell do you think you'll never be a model? You're not this, you're not that." Huh.
But somebody thought you were that.
I just always believed in myself.
Mm-hmm.
I did what I wanted to do, and no matter what anybody said. I was very driven. Always did what I wanted to do.
including being a model, and then when you stopped being a model, and then
That's what I did. I just said, I'm going to do this, and I went and I did that. No matter what anybody said, you can't do that, you're not this, you're not that. I knew what I wanted to be, and I made myself be that. Because I was a makeup artist, you know, I could make my face look like anything that I wanted to look like. I could. I would just white out. I would just white out my face, and then I would draw in whatever I wanted. That's true. That's true. I was a makeup artist. I did that. There's something out there. It's gone.
oh, okay, like a bird or something.
It's a piece of paper.
Oh, just floating in the air. Yeah, well, great. That was fascinating.
With what?
That whole story you just told me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we should do this more often.
okay.
I'll make you a celebrity again.